was hit as he threw it. It's incomplete, and they come up empty, trying for two. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We better more power.
Yellow. I've got blue lady.
Here's a run with Hunt. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. It comes with 47 seconds to go in half number one.
He ain't show. Valuable lesson, man. I had to grow up. That's why I never ask for help. I do it for you and do it for myself. I go 0 to 100 real quick.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Hold on these two. Hold on these two.
Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Caden Ellis. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
On the handoff, it's Robinson. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down. Now a timeout, Atlanta. That's their first. Clock will stop with 33 seconds to go until halftime. Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. And he'll take it on in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Falcons. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown. And Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench, going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field, and results in a nice touchdown.
Here's Penix. That's caught. They were chasing the points here in the half, but they got him. And we are tied.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Remigio now on the return. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's Patrick. He'll throw it on 1st down. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And a nice return there. He is taken down up close to the 35-yard line.
And these are the throws that are really holding the offense back right now, Mike. He just has to make better decisions because you're not going to win many games when you turn the ball over at this rate.
They'll throw on 1st down with Penix. Got a man coming across the field. He's got it. That'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 26 yards. 1st first down and now.
Throwing now, Penix on first down. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there is probably the best possible outcome.
Incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. Remigio now on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Yellow.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. Good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. Off the play fake. Here's Mahomes. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separating the man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like the early aggressive play call to start this second half. I think anytime you find yourself in a tie ball game, you want to be the team that strikes next. In this case, it backfires. They have the turnover. Now it's their defense that's taking the field, and they're going to have to come up with a stop and keep this game all squared up.
Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to catch their breath over on the sideline. On first down, it's Penix. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he's not going to get too far. Tackled after a gain of just a yard.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
17 yards. And the Falcons first down.
They run over center with Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Depending on the situation or the down and distance, Mike, the linebackers have different reads. Sometimes they read the offensive lineman. Sometimes they read the running back. In this case, his read brings him right to the play. He's able to make a big stop and keep the game to nothing.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
It is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Penix. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
They'll try and throw it with Penix. This one incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. A give here to Pacheco. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and a yard. On the ground, here's Pacheco. He'll try to get back to the line, but he's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the 1st down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on 3rd.
Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City 1st down.
Gain of 12 yards. And the Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
He'll drop to throw. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
And so far throughout the course of the game, I think the secondary's actually done a really nice job of taking him away. I mean, he's clearly one of their best players, one of the top players in the league. They're going to continue to find ways to target him. So defensively, it doesn't matter if he has 0 catches or 10. He is always going to be a focal point of this offense.
10 yards to go.
Mahomes gonna throw here on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Isaiah Pacheco. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the 1st down marker. Mahomes to throw it on 4th down. That is incomplete. They couldn't get the connection on 4th. It's going to give the ball over on down.
It's a turnover on downs.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. That is brought in. And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 49.
10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Penix. That's caught right side. It's London. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll run with Robinson, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You know, anytime you're talking about an interior defensive lineman, it's always easy to talk about his size and his strength. But what stands out to me, Mike, is his ability to move his feet, turn those hips, get penetration in the backfield, and take the running back down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Ready? 70 Lions.
Another run here for Robinson. And they'll stop it. At least it's an improvement over the last play. They're not losing yards, but it didn't gain any here. And now it's going to be 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So, 3 quarters have come and gone. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Possibly the play of the game right here. It is 4th down.
16 by 6, 16 by 6. 19 tight, 19 tight.
They're going on 4th down. It's Penix. That is caught. Charlie Werner. Touchdown, Atlanta. Greg, every touchdown counts the same, but the ones you get in the 4th quarter, they are the ones that feel a little more important.
Yeah, now the pressure shifts to your defense. Your offense was able to go out and get the lead here late. Does your defense have enough left in them to get one more stop?
2-point conversion.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Dragon 60. Take off.
Now Penix. The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
27, Chiefs 21. Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Remigio now on the return. And it will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
Fire down these two, fire down these. Right side.
On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
480. Right side.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. That's taken in by Brown. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. A big play looming here. They need to convert. It is 3rd and inches. Oh, yeah. And they pick it up. He's to the 42-yard line. And the drive continues. 1st down. Here's 1st and 10.
Kansas City Chiefs.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he shows off those strong legs running through one tackle. Gives him a gain of 8.
At this point, we're going to need 2 hands to count for how many yards he's averaged in this one, Mike. But unfortunately, it just hasn't been enough to overcome the deficit here at this stage of the game.
Now Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. Good running there. He's got the first down inside the 30.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good one. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
Yellow.
Here's a toss to Pacheco. And he'll be forced out of bounds and pick up a couple on that one.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Let's go on, 80.
Mahomes now to throw on 2nd down. This caught right side by Worthy. He is knocked down hard. Wow, they stomped him in his tracks, but he does have enough to pick up the first down.
Yellow.
They'll run right side with Pacheco. And he is out of bounds at the 2-yard line. They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal. Here we go, 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Punt. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. From the 1, 2nd and goal.
Fire down these two.
They'll run with Pacheco, trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
They keep it on the ground twice, Mike, and they have no success. So now if you're the play caller, that starts creeping into your head. Do you have confidence in a 3rd attempt, or now do you try to change it up and go play action and put the ball in the air?
And once again, nothing there. Stopped short with no gain. Now, 4th and goal.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes. And he's got another one. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. So, not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the top.
Makes the score, Chiefs 28, Falcons 27. Harrison Butker to kick off.
So now playing with the lead after that 4th quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. They'll come up for 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it'll bring up 2nd down. From the gun, here is Penix. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
The game is there for the taking. They control their own destiny, but this brings up a really big 3rd down here. But remember, they don't have to force it and push the ball past the sticks. Even if they come up short, they still have 4th down in their back pocket to try to extend this drive and see if they can pull out the win here late.
On 3rd down, Penix. He's going to air this one out. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And he's going to have a Falcons 1st down. Going to have it by plenty. Huge gainer on 4th down.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Falcon 1st down.
To throw again, it's Penix. For the left side, he gets that to Mooney. Down the sideline. And this is a touchdown. They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Again, it's Penix. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you could see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback.
35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Fire down these 2. Fire down these 2.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Travis Kelce, the intended target. And that will lead to a 2nd down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
Now KC going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. The clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
3rd and 6.
Yellow.
On 3rd down, Mahomes. Now a deep ball looking for Brown. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Here's Mahomes. That's taken in. And he's going to have the Chiefs 1st down. They wind up getting 13 yards on that 4th down conversion.
And these are the moments in the game, Mike, where you need your best players to come through and make their presence felt. And that's exactly what he does there. Picks up a nice reception, good chunk of yards, and they keep their hopes alive.
And that is incomplete. They took the end zone shot of the final play. It's a heartbreaking finish, and this one will come to an end. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us